Maybe.
Check, check, check.
Good evening, Tiger fans, and welcome to another Hardin County High School basketball game here from Caleb Welch Gymnasium. Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell, and we are prepared to bring you the ins and outs and the ups and downs of high school basketball from our Steve Smith broadcast booth here in Caleb Welch. Fresh from a trip to Alabama last night in which the Lady Tigers got a big victory, and the men fell to the Wildcats down there. But both teams in preparation tonight. Lady Tigers on the floor right now warming up, as the Bobcats are as well, and we'll have basketball action for you before you know it.
Yeah, two longtime coaches in the coaching profession, Coach Lott, Coach Burnham, they've gone at each other many times. This is a team, like we talked about last night, Bill, a team that we play regularly, whether they're in our district. This season, though, there's a little bit more at stake. This is a district game for us. Both teams are undefeated in the district. McNairy, looking at them, just a look test, they got some size. They got some quickness, and talking to a few people about their season so far. To do a comparative match, I guess, with the two teams, I think they defeated Lexington about 4 or 5 points. Lexington was up on them at halftime in that game, and then they defeated Chester County pretty handily. And then, of course, we beat Lexington. I think it was 7, 8 points. And then Chester County game, 35-31, but not a whole lot of offense out of our team. And I think that's our deal here is we haven't shot the ball good here. It's just been really weird. We shot it good last night, but, we've struggled here.
Well, you look at the rosters and compare all the records and so forth, but no matter what you do, you'll come away with the fact that both of these teams are very well coached. they know where to be and what to do in certain and in situations. The thing is, will they be able to do it? And that determines who's going to win a game. Like it's not going to be like last night where it was obviously an imbalance at the very on the tip off. Tonight, this thing will be a tight one from the beginning and all the way to the end.
Well, you'll see tonight, where you're at as far as the district and probably region. Excuse me, as we move forward. But what I'm interested in is seeing what kind of bench they have compared to ours. We've been kind of shorthanded on the bench, and I don't mean that in a bad way. We got a lot of youth on our sideline, and they're learning the game.
Well, you and I discussed it on the way home last night that we've had a lot of players that contributed last year that aren't on the roster this year through lots of different reasons, through health, through for changes in what they wanted to do. So there are a lot of players that got several years of experience that could help us that are unable to do so.
Well, there's a couple, and I mentioned them to you last night that probably would have been starting this season, but they chose to do something else, and that's okay. You got to move on. But they're learning. Bailey Gamble is our sixth player right now. She's done a good job, but defensively, she struggles a little bit by being in the right spot. But that's the youth and that comes out. We got 4 really good seniors that have played a lot of basketball, and they live for these type moments. I mean, they finished in the Final Four in state championship, last year, so they know what it's like.
The only place to go is down.
Yeah, they know what it's like.
Except for one step.
They know what it's like to win big games.
Yeah.
And, so we'll see. We did shoot the ball well tonight.
I will say that I thought that Emma Smith did a really good job last night coming in as a seventh player off the bench. A lot of Neely Barrier came out and did a good job on the floor. Clara Callahan showing some promise as a sophomore. There are bright days ahead as well as bright days behind.
Well, we talked last night. Churchwell, I can't remember her first name. Selena. She played a lot for us until she got hurt, and that was a big injury, and it was one of those injuries where it wasn't a contact deal. She just did something to her knee. She was in a knee brace the next time, and she hadn't played the rest of the season. She may be out for the year, but she was somebody that you could go in there and give Strickland or give Reese some time, as far as bringing the ball down and being able to run the offense. So
looking down the roster, I also need to mention Ashton Davis came off the bench last night and helped in the cause. So we've got some talent. We're weak on experience, and the only one way to get that experience and that is to get out there.
Let's get out there and play.
Yeah.
That's right.
So we've got starting lineups coming your way in just a minute. Let's take a pause here. We'll come back with the starting lineups right after these words. McNairy's Lady Bobcats being introduced as we come back on the air here. Rage Moffitt, Audrey Pierce, Limley Brown, Maddie Kirk, and Bianna Davis are the 5 starters for Coach Jerry Lott's Lady Bobcats. Once again, this is for the driver's seat in the district. And lights come down. As you would expect, the spotlight's up and the cell phone lights are on across the way. Sarah Strickland, the senior, first to come out for the Lady Tigers. Then Reese Harville, the junior. Then senior Faith Ann Shelby. And then junior Haley Hardin. And senior Haley Hallett. Strickland had a banner night last night with 18 points down in northern Alabama. And several players played well. But I got a feeling this game's going to be vastly different from what was played last night.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing how we get out to a fast start, hopefully, and build from that. You know, like I said earlier, we've been kind of sluggish here on our home court, but you know, it's just odd that you shoot the ball as well as we have on other people's courts too. So
Hallett will be jumping with Pierce for the Bobcats. Kind of wondering if the Tigers will press tonight. And Hallett got the tap, but it's controlled into the hands of Brown. And the Bobcats set it up here. First possession in the first quarter. On the left side's Kirk. Down a driving Brown misses a shot. Hallett with the rebound. She's sort of attacked from the rear. And Brown is it's going to be a held ball. It would be Tiger basketball.
How many of those we have last night, Bill?
I bet there was 30 held balls last night. But Strickland will get it across the timeline for the Lady Tigers, and we're back in action. It gets Hallett, got a lead, goes in, lays it up and in. Strickland caught Hallett open in the lane. If they leave her open all night, this is going to be a short night. 2-0 Lady Tigers. Bobcats working with it. Kirk goes on the right side now. Pierce. Pierce is going to dribble on the right wing. Give it over to Brown. Down and out to Kirk. Down in the corner. Kirk stops. Guns from 10. Missed it. Rebound. Strickland. She's off to the races. Long pass down trying to catch Harville down the low post. It's going to be batted away there by Kirk, but it will be Tiger basketball. Strickland thought Harville might get a layup there, but timing wasn't right. Strickland gets the inbounds pass, goes in the corner to Harville again. This time she'll go on the baseline and be fouled at that point, blocking foul on Maddie Kirk. 2-0 Hardin County. Go ahead, sir.
Well, I was just going to say, it's, you know, Reese has really started attacking the basket like old times.
Strickland tries a long three, long rebound. I thought Hallett had it for a minute, but it goes out of bounds, and they say she touched it last. Give it to the Bobcats, and they'll come down the floor with 6:43 left to go in the first period, trailing 2-0. On the left side, they go to Brown. Brown now over to Moffitt. Moffitt stops. Shelby prevents a three-point attempt there. Gets it out now to Kirk. Now to Pierce at midcourt. She goes right side. Gets it to Brown. Brown pass down and underneath. A bank shot too high. Rebound. Looked like Strickland had it, but then it's knocked away. Now a little jumper in the lane. It's often no good by Brown. Rebound Harville. Harville running. Down in the deep corner. Shelby giving a three. Takes it. No. Rebound Brown. Brown. Bobcats running. They go down the store. Stolen away by Strickland. Sarah Strickland in the right place at the right time for the defense, but throws it away on the offensive side. Now they come down, and there's a charge by Pierce as she went helter-skelter into Hardin.
Yeah, an errant pass there kind of hurt us, but she got trapped too, and in kind of a desperation heave. She's got a good arm, I'll say that. She threw it all the way down the floor.
3/4 of the floor. Hardin in now to Strickland. Strickland working up against token pressure by the Bobcats. Bobcats in blue, by the way, in case I didn't mention it. Tigers in home white. So Shelby on the right side goes left now to Hardin on the left wing. She'll survey the situation, move in, and give it to Harville.
Good
Harville
move.
breaks through and scores. Nice move by Harville.
Now, see, that's what she needs to do offensively.
A lot of that would be great. So, Tigers up 4-0. Bobcats working. Brown with it on the left wing. Outside now. Driving in is Davis. Davis kicked it. Rebound is picked up on the floor there by Shelby and passed and then stolen away by the Bobcats. And Moffitt took a shot and wouldn't go, and Shelby actually blocked the shot. And they will give it to the Bobcats baseline. We had it but lost it. Moffitt now on the left side. Bobbled a bit there by Pierce. Pierce drives down the baseline, trying to get a shot. She tries to bounce pass it in the lane, hit Harville in the foot, and the ball goes into, I think,
it's McNairy's ball.
Hell ball situation. Give it to McNairy on the alternation. Having trouble getting the ball in. Finally do to get it to Brown. Here's a three-pointer off the left side. No good. Hallett gets the tip and the rebound. Now to Strickland. Strickland across the timeline to Shelby. Shelby giving the three wide open on the right. Back rim won't go. Rebound taken down by Moffitt. Race Moffitt goes in the corner now. And Pierce drives down on the inline and travels with the basketball. Official right there on top of it.
Yeah, Reese kind of cut her off, and that caused her to take an extra step or two, or a little hop step.
Strickland brings it across the timeline, goes to Harville. Harville head-to-head with Pierce. Now to Strickland, takes the three. Got
it in there. Boy, that looked good when it left her hand.
Yep. Dead center on that one. 7-0. Tigers taking the early lead here. So they go to Pierce on the right side. Now
good play.
And Hallett gets a block.
Well, good recovery there by her.
And it's out of bounds on her, but stopped a sure 2 points. Now pass in, and there's a shot up by Kirk. No good. Rebound. Hallett had it. Then it's stripped from her by Kirk and goes out of bounds. Tigers will control.
What the difference right now, Bill, is we're controlling the paint right now on the rebound inside of it, being really aggressive inside.
Hardin goes to Strickland. She'll go across the timeline, go to Hardin, who heads toward the right. And then here comes Shelby moving to the left side in the corner to Hardin. Hardin covered up there by Moffitt. Here's a pass down low to Hallett. Hallett puts a banker and got it. That ball poised on the rim for a split second. You wonder whether it was going to go in or not. But it fell for the Tigers, and the Bobcats are going to throw it away on the other end as they come down trying to take advantage of hopefully the Tigers lax on defense. But we were there. It's out of bounds. There's timeout on the floor. Timeout. McNairy will take a pause here for 30 seconds, and we'll be right back. Tigers up 9-0. Floor, they're up 9-0, and I'm sure Coach Burnham is thinking if it's not broken, don't fix it. So we may see a whole lot more of the same coming up in the next few minutes as the Tigers beat pressure, get it down to Harville on the left wing. She drives, puts up a 6-footer, got the roll. And I will say this, things thus far tonight have rolled the right direction on the rim. It's 11-0. Now they go to Brown. Brown in the paint on the right side. Moffitt, she goes in the lane, almost stripped there by Harville. Picked up, and Pierce goes in for the shot that's going to be, Kirk rather, goes in for the shot that's off, no good, but a whistle. And a foul is going to be called on Faith Ann.
Faith Ann, I didn't even see her around the ball.
I didn't either. One thing about it, Faith Ann is not very tall of stature, but she is not in the least bit afraid to mix it up down low. Kirk's first shot of 2 is off, no good. Still 11-0. Second shot, in and out. Hallett, nope. Shelby with the rebound. Told you she could rebound. Down the floor, she stops on the right wing, goes outside to Strickland. Strickland way across court to Harville. Harville, head of the key, goes right side to Shelby. Giving the 3, decides not. Backs up. Goes on the right side to Hardin, who's set up there. As Hallett was sliding down the lane, Hardin tried to get it into her. It's going to be knocked out of bounds there by Kirk. Tigers will take it with 2:13 left to go in the first. They lead 11-0. Let's make that 14-0. Strickland hit a 3 while I was talking here, and it's 14-0. Things are looking up roses right now for the Lady Tigers. Got to make sure we keep that flow going. Here's a pass inside. Kirk, who is going to be hammered there by one of the Tigers. That's going to be on Harville. That's the one you were thinking about, Steve.
Well, we got 1:54 to go here in the first quarter, and they've been shut out. That's unusual. I don't think it'll stay that way.
Not at all what I expected.
Yeah.
Inbound goes to Moffitt. Moffitt bobbles it, gets it over, and now a shot, three-pointer is going to be up and good. That's going to be Kirk, who gets the first 3 points for McNairy with 1:42 left to go in the first.
Pass.
Tigers come down the floor, get it to Hardin. Bounce pass under to Hallett. Up and in. Tigers score again. Get 2 of those 3 back on the reverse trip down the floor. 1:30 left to go here in the first period. 16-3. Hardin County putting on the Bobcats right now. Pierce. Reverse pivots in the lane. Goes down low. Here's a shot off the right side. It's up and good. And Pierce showed a little bit of why the Bobcats are where they are right now. Shelby will take it down on the other end, goes to the right side. All the way around the horn now to Hardin. Hardin for 3. In and out, no good. Harville gets the rebound, jerks it away. Everybody was waiting for a whistle. Shelby just took it and gunned a 3 from the right.
Yeah, good.
So Faith Ann Shelby gets on the board with her first 3 of the night. We got 47 seconds left to go in the quarter. It's 19-6 Tigers.
Good hustle play by Reese. Just went our way that time, though.
Brown in the lane, pivots, picks up the dribble. Shot off, no good from the top of the circle. And that's Hopkins who takes the shot now.
They're going to give it to them.
There is a loose ball on the baseline now. The official's coming from the backside.
I was fixing to say.
And that should be Tiger ball, and it is.
Yeah.
He got reversed, and it will be Hardin County basketball.
I saw that up here.
Well, you should, Steve.
It might be a little biased.
I'm glad for once in your life you were right.
Yeah.
Oh, no, got to get an steal on the inbounds and a quick pass underneath, and Kirk gets an easy 2. An errant pass on the inbound, and we lost 2 there. So it's 19-8. And there are 17 seconds left. Tigers going to call timeout with just around 18 seconds left to go in the first period. 19-8. 30 seconds to call. We'll be right back after that. Burnham calls timeout with not happy with what he was seeing in the last 15 or 20 seconds of the quarter. Tigers still up by 11. And Harville will inbound from the baseline now, gets it to Strickland. Strickland under attack there by Kirk. Finally gets control of it. A long pass down the floor by Harville trying to connect with Shelby. Goes through her hands out of bounds. And with 11 seconds, the Bobcats are going to get a chance to get into double figures here. Wow. And Brown's going to let it roll all the way to the midcourt so the clock won't start until later. And they get it over now to Moffitt on the left side, going in and putting up a shot with 2.5 seconds left is Kirk, and Kirk is going to be fouled by Callahan. Of course, there really wasn't much choice, Claire. I had to do something, and Kirk was wide open into the basket.
She caught her coming. I was watching the play. She just got over there a little bit too late, and Coach Burnham said, "Get your hands up." You know, she kind of had them down.
Yeah. And Kirk hits both free throws, and it's a 19-10 game now. There's a long shot at the – oh! Sarah Strickland put up a shot from midcourt that got nothing but net, and Tiger fans standing.
Wow.
Holy Toledo. What a way to end the quarter. That's one of the best quarters of the year, you ask me.
Well, that's the best finish to one we've had all year.
22-10, Tigers up by a dozen. We'll be back in 1 minute. All right, Tiger fans in Michaela Welch Gymnasium right now have their fingers crossed, hoping we could put two of those first quarters in a row. And I don't see how the Bobcats could hang on after that. 22-10. I don't remember the last time the Tigers scored 22 points in a quarter. Awesome display of offensive ability. Bobcats have the basketball, and they're hoping to reverse all that. With it now is Hickman. Pass down on the baseline. Moffitt's shot's off, no good. Rebounds taken down by Hallett. Hallett gets it over to Strickland. Strickland across the timeline. Dumps it out to Hardin on the right side.
Gosh,
and now it looked like Gamble got away with a walk there, and then they
get a walk.
They called it a home hard. That's a makeup call there. Yeah. Hardin got it on the right wing, and immediately there was a traveling call made. And the Bobcats are going to get it back, so not much damage done. So with it is now Mary. A couple of players on the floor I don't have numbers for. Here's a shot that's off no good for three. Rebound taken down and going in and putting up the follow is Brianna Davis. She gets a deuce, and it's 22-12. Tigers go down the floor quickly. They get it to Gamble underneath the basket. She backs up, throws it across to Strickland, right into the hands of Moffitt. Moffitt goes down the floor, stops, jumps. Shot won't go.
Foul
on Hardin on the rebound.
That's kind of like one of those passes, you know, when a quarterback throws right to a linebacker and you go, did they not see them? And that's kind of what happened there. She was just right in front.
First shot by Moffitt's no good.
Now they're going to put Faith Ann back in now.
Faith Ann's back in the game, and out goes Gamble. Tigers back with the original starting lineup. She got the second free throw, and it's 22-13 now. Strickland in the backcourt, triple team. Harville goes right over the middle, and what she's supposed to do underneath the Hallett.
Get in there.
Hallett missed the basket, missed the follow, but a whistle and a foul call on the second attempt.
That's a good look there, and Haley just couldn't complete it. Got her own rebound, but she'll go to the line and try to get them from there.
So, Hallett's first shot is off, no good. And she'll go back for another. Second one off, no good as well. Rebound taken down by Clayton. Down the floor they go. Moffitt goes in the lane, puts up the shot. Well, it's going to come off. Rebound slung back in by Taylor, or rather Kirk. And it will be Bobcat basketball on the baseline. Inbounds. Quick jumper is up and no good by Kirk. Rebound, stripped away, put up and in. And that's going to be Brianna Davis. Tigers get it down the floor to Hallett's free throw line. Here's a 15-footers, no good. Rebound is taken down by Moffitt. Moffitt. Now on the left wing, shot up and no good there by Mary. As Gamble, I thought she traveled again there. Finally got it to Harville. Harville will bring it down for the Tigers. 5:45 left, three-pointer. Back rim, long rebound. Goes to Hallett. Hallett tries to throw it out in the backcourt. And
good play.
McNairy picks it up, and with it down for the shot was Brown, and she's fouled.
No, it just went out of bounds. Good block by Reese.
I thought he pointed a foul to
it. Yeah, Haley got the rebound and just heaved it, and nobody was there at the top of the key and threw it into the backcourt.
So it's timeout on the floor, timeout Hardin County. 5:32 left to go, second period. Tigers up 22-15, back in 30 seconds. So the Tigers will go back on defense here following the call that initiated the timeout, and they will inbound it, try to go to Brown. Goes underneath, one-handed bank shot, no good. Rebound, Harville. Harville out to Hardin, back to Harville, and the Tigers will take it and try to ignite this offense again as they move into that end of the floor. Strickland stops right side of the lane. Outside first to Shelby, then to Hardin. Hardin back to Strickland. Now to Hallett. Hallett giving room at the line. Kicks it out to the right side for three. And Faith Ann Shelby comes through with another big three-pointer. And the Bobcats come down the floor now. Down by 10, 25-15. Left side. They go underneath the Brown. The shot's up, no good. Rebound taken down by Harville. Harville, Strickland in the forecourt, left side. Moves right for Shelby. Shelby wanted the three, but and now they give it to the right side to Hardin. Hardin hits the three. I tell you, in this half, the Lady Tigers have come to hunt. And so Hardin gets a three there, and the Tigers' lead is 13. Now, on the right side, the Bobcats in the lane, going in for the shot, is Kirk. Her shot won't go. Rebound picked up by the Tigers over to Strickland. Strickland goes underneath the Hardin. Hardin's shot won't go, but she is fouled.
Well, every time we get aggressive going into the basket, the good things have been happening for us all of this first half.
Yeah. Hardin on the line. She'll be shooting 2. First shot. Boy, she used every bit of the iron to get that one to go. But we'll take it any way it goes down. Second shot on its way here. Tigers up by 14.
Get in there.
And missed on the second shot, rebounded by the Bobcats. So it will be McNairy into the forecourt. And they're trailing by 14 now. On the left side is Moffitt. Moffitt goes in the lane now to Kirk. Shot up, a little short, rebound, Hallett. Tigers dominating the defensive boards for sure. Shelby on the right side, giving a 3, doesn't go. Goes to Strickland. Strickland takes it. Back rim, no good. Gets her own rebound. Hit by a double team, lost it. Picked up there by Mary. Outlet pass down the floor now to Pierce. Pierce picked up by Shelby, moves right. 3:06 left to go in the half. Tigers up 29-15. Bobcats working the perimeter. Tigers tanked into a 2-3 zone. Here's a baseline jumper. It's up and good. And Brianna Davis picks up a deuce there. And it will be Tiger basketball down on the other end. Shelby has it right wing. Back out to Strickland. Strickland to Harville. Harville gets it back to Strickland. Now Harville again on the right side now. Harville drives in, goes in for the shot. Got it, man. What a move and what a shot as Harville picking up her scoring tonight. She's got 6, and it's 31-17. Tigers up by 14. Bobcats working, trying to break through that 2-3 zone, and now there's a whistle and a foul call. And it's going to be on Faith Ann. That'll be her second. So
Gamble back in the game
Gamble
now.
checks back into the game, and Shelby sits down. No. Yeah, she did. Okay. Thought I saw her back out. Those blonde-haired girls just get me. Here's a pass underneath. It's going to be stripped away. Tigers come up with it. Hardin's got it. So the Tigers running. Harville to Strickland on the left wing. She dribbles right, goes to Hardin, and almost thrown away as Limley Brown came out and got a hand on it but couldn't control it. Give it to the Tigers in the forecourt. 1:56 left to go in the second. 31-17, Tigers up. Strickland now to Gamble. Left wing to Harville. Tigers not in any big hurry now. Spread out pretty well. Nobody in the lane. We have 1 or 2 cross now and then. Here, Harville just did that. Crossed in, goes underneath. Is going to be blocked out, and we'll get the outlet pass back to Strickland as Brown came in and made a good defensive play. Harville stops on the head of the key. Right wing now to Hardin. Lobbed under to Hallett. Hallett lost it. Harville's got it. Goes up for the shot, and she was hammered. I thought all 3 officials should have called a foul on that one, but the foul will be on
Brown.
On Brown, okay. Harville's first free throw had enough arch on it and nailed it. She must have tossed it 15 feet high. Second shot is another high arching shot. Shoot them both. 1:14, Tigers up, 33-17. On the left side now they go to Brown. Right side to Moffitt. Moffitt in the lane, goes in with the one hand, got the roll. Nice little move by Ray Moffitt. And Harville will dribble across the timeline, being pressured there and try to pass it. Throws it over Hallett. It's going to be intercepted there by Brown. Brown goes to Moffitt. Moffitt goes underneath. The jumper is going to be up. No good. And Hallett comes down with a rebound. 32 seconds now. Into the forecourt. Strickland on the dribble. Goes left wing to Harville. Harville. One-hand pass across to Gamble. Now to Hardin. Hardin got the pass, was going to kick it back to Strickland. Instead, threw it into the hands of Moffitt. Moffitt went down and missed the layup, but the follow is going to be up and good by Mary. Now 7 seconds. Tigers bring it down. Hallett free underneath. Shot won't go. Rebound taken down, and Kirk, long shot at the end of the second quarter, will fall and not go in, and 33-21 will be the score, as the Tigers will win the first half by a dozen. And still got a lot of work to do, though, and they're headed for the locker room right now to talk about it.
Yeah, the first quarter kind of looked like Lexington a little bit the other night. Of course, they played the first half like that. Kind of got into some turnover problems, and then I think some weary legs too. You know, we just played last night on the road, had to come back here, and kind of got a little sluggish, but hit the shots when we needed to hit the big shots to extend the lead.
Well, one of the advantages of playing at home is that that's where you practice, so you get used to all the nuances, the colors, the shades of light, everything that goes on in a home court. It gives you an advantage. That's basically that, plus the crowd gives you that home court advantage that you've heard about, you know, all the time. And right now, the Lady Tigers taking advantage of that. Like you said, if our legs get tired and we don't think our movements out in the second half, it could turn in the other direction.
Yeah, and we get Haley more involved in the middle. I mean, she's doing a lot on the defensive side. She struggled a little bit on the offensive side, but Reese has absolutely decided. I don't know if she decided. Just Coach Burnham talking to her and going, "Hey, we really need you to start heading to the basket, get on the baseline like you used to, draw some fouls." And she has been really working well with the basketball and like I said, taking it, being aggressive on both ends. If you'll notice out here is coming out is our Hardin County Tiger baseball team. They finished runner-up last year as they lost in the championship game, and they're being recognized out on the floor.
All right, halftime score, Hardin County's Lady Tigers 33, McNairy County's Bobcats 21, and we'll take a pause here for a word from our sponsors, and we'll come back with more here from Caleb Welch Gymnasium in Savannah, Tennessee. Stay with us here on K93. Hope you're having a pleasant Tuesday evening as the Hardin County Tigers, Lady Tigers right now up 33-21, hosting the McNairy County Lady Bobcats. And it has been everything that we thought it would be and more. I honestly thought didn't see that first quarter coming. And they delighted the crowd and everybody here is excited to see the Lady Tigers score like we've always known they were capable.
Yeah, we talked about it in the pregame show where we have struggled a little bit shooting here, and Coach Burnham has talked about that. Said, I don't know exactly what's going on. This is a gym we shoot in every day, but we have struggled. But tonight we've been aggressive. We've been getting to the basket. We've been controlling the defensive side of the boards. And really the offensive boards as well, and, just some timely shots. You shoot a lot. They're not all going to go in, but a lot of times it's the timing of when that shot goes in. They made a little run at us, and then Haley Hardin hit a big three. Then Faith Ann hit a three. Strick got us going early, hit three in a row. And then, of course, with Reese doing her thing, getting inside, going to the basket, running that baseline, and playing defense like she always does. She's the best defender we've had here in quite some time. So everything's worked out. Got a little tired in the second quarter, I do believe, but that's to be expected playing, 2 games back-to-back. We haven't done it all year long in travel. So hopefully they got a good rest, come out here. McNairy, they're a good basketball team. So we'll have to be on our horse when we come back and be running on all cylinders and get a good third quarter going into the fourth quarter, and then hopefully we can put this thing away.
You mentioned shot selection and, court savvy. One of the things that was coached when I was playing, back before the light was discovered, was that if you're going to take a shot, you need to be cognizant of who's around to rebound if you miss it. And if you don't have that pressure, that presence underneath the basket, then it's, the best thing for you to do is pass it off and then find that shot later on when we are in position to do that. And we've done that tonight, and I think if we look at it, we're going to be on the upside of the rebounds tonight.
Well, we have made some turnovers, and we got to get that behind us. Kind of play a pretty clean game going in to this second half, but. We're up, 12? So, going into the third, so we'll see.
A lot of basketball left right here at McCaleb Welch. So if you're in town, got nothing else to do, or you're just looking for some entertainment in general, right here is where it is. If not, just stick it right here with K93. We'll be with you until the cows come home. A couple of minutes before the start of the second half, we'll let our sponsors get a word in edgewise. Try to listen and go by and thank them for doing what they do to help bring these broadcasts possible, make these broadcasts possible. We'll be back after these words. All right, we're back here at McCaleb Welch. The Tigers have the basketball to start the third period of play, and they're in the act of doing that right now. Here's a pass from It looked like Strickland was trying to connect with Harville down low and overthrew it. It's out of bounds, and Tigers will cough it up on the first possession here in the third period. They lead it 33-21. Bobcats swing it over there to Brown. Brown now in the lane, and it's going to be stolen away by Harville, or Hallett, that is. Hallett gets it over now to Strickland. Now to Hardin on the left side. Cross court, Shelby. Back at the head of the key to Harville. Now Strickland, right side. Left to Hardin. Bobcats in a man-to-man, have been all night. Shelby, left wing. Go to Hardin. Hardin trying to go down to the baseline to Harville and throws it away. It's going to be stolen by the Bobcats. Outlet pass down with Moffitt. Moffitt goes in for the easy layup. And the Tigers got caught sleeping on the outlet pass. And Harville is in trouble. We'll go to Shelby. She'll field it and get it into the forecourt. Picks up the dribble. And Strickland's there just in time. Now to Shelby. The long three. Yes, sirree. Man, like it had eyes. Faith Ann Shelby gets her 9th point on the night. All from three land. And working with it is Pierce. Now a jumper that is off there by Brown. Rebound picked up by the Bobcats. Another follow is going to be up. No good. Rebound, Hallett. Hallett to Strickland. Strickland to Shelby. Shelby wants the three. Can't go. Goes out toward the line and then feeds it to Harville at midcourt. Harville to Shelby, who's come out head of the key now. Goes right wing now. Strickland in the corner. Can't get the three. Goes to Hallett. Going down to the low post. She'll be forced to kick it back outside to Hardin, who's standing on the Tigers' ear right now. And then goes to Strickland. Strickland left side to Shelby. 5:28 left to go. Third period, 36-23. Is a lob into Hallett. Hallett's going to be left wide open. Laid it up and in. Nice feed inside. And Hallett gets the deuce. 38-23 now. Tigers still by 15. Here's Moffitt going on down the lane and put up a one-hander. She got it. She's got 7 now. The Tigers get it down to Shelby. Now to Hallett at the free throw lane. Here's a three-point setup by Strickland. It's off no good. Quick rebound. Jumps out there. Brown. Brown gets it into the forecourt. Over to Pierce. Pierce right side now to Moffitt. Moffitt stops. Jumper from 15. No good. Rebound is going to be put up and in. And that's going to be Kirk with the bucket. She's got 9. And that cuts the lead to 11. Here's a pass down in to Hallett. It's going to be stolen away there. Long passes are our nemesis right now, and Coach Burnham wants a timeout.
Yeah, Haley wasn't even looking at, and kind of caught it out of the side of her eye.
And Kirk is going to be in good for 2 points. It's 38-29, and the Tigers call timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Harville will inbound it on the inline. 4:22 left to go, third. Tigers up by 9 now. We're led by 15 earlier. Harville across the timeline. Goes to Shelby on the right side. She stutter steps, drives, puts a 12-foot jumper up running. No good. Rebound and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Hallett over the top on the rebound. And there will be Bobcat basketball. As they stop, Brown takes a shot from the free throw lane. It's off, no good. A whistle and a foul called. And that's going to be on number 51, Brianna Davis. Her first. Tigers will get the ball back, and with 4 minutes left, they're going to go to the other end of the floor and do some business here. Go to Hardin in the corner on the left side, to Harville outside to Strickland. Strickland opts not the three and goes to the center court position. Now they're going to Shelby. Shelby giving the open three.
Yes.
Yes, sirree.
She's heating up.
Yes, sirree. Count it, baby. 41-29. Bobcats across the timeline. They go to Brown. Brown underneath and driving in, getting a nice little shot there is Maggie Kirk.
They're heating up, too.
Yeah, they're getting some offensive strength as well. Hallett goes to Strickland in the corner. Shelby for another three. This one's was contested, and it's off, no good. Rebound picked up by the Bobcats. Moffitt goes down underneath, and
That's
going up
too
for an
easy.
easy layup is Kirk. Kirk's had 8 points here in this quarter alone. She's got 13 for the night. And it's 41-33. Tigers work it down the floor. They get it under to Hallett. Scores. Hallett gets the bank shot. Hardin and Shelby working perfection with the passes, and it's once again a 10-point Tiger lead. Bob inside, driving and putting up about a 5-footer is Kirk. Kirk gets her own rebound, fight for it, and now they're going to say that Strickland stepped on the line trying to retrieve the loose ball.
We had a couple of chances at the rebound, just couldn't bring it down. But
well, there's a lot of hands grabbing when you're underneath that basket. Here's a inbound pass, goes to Brown on the left side. Now underneath, and going under for the shot is Kirk. She's going to be fouled, and I hope this is not on Hallett.
That's going to be on Hardin.
Hardin, okay.
Be her
So
second.
that'll be her second. And to the line, Kirk, first shot is off, no good. The Bobcats are only 50% from the free throw line tonight. Not helping them much. Second shot, however, is good. Now it's a 9-point game. Down to Hardin. Hardin picks it up on the left wing. Goes right wing to Strickland. Now to Hardin. They're going to give her the three. Let's see. No. Rebound, Hallett. Hallett gets the stick back.
I mean,
she's
getting beat up a little bit. But
big presence under there, though. She took that one down way above the others and put it back up, and it's 45-34. Jerry Lott wants timeout. 1:59 left to go, third period. We'll be back in 30 seconds. So the Bobcats will take it out here with 1:59 left to go in the third. The Lady Tigers leading 45-34. And some moisture on the floor that Clara Callahan is helping us clean up. And she's doing the Gatorade shuffle with those Gatorade towels. Powerade or whatever. And the Bobcats now inbound it to Moffitt. Moffitt goes down on the right side. And Pierce gets it, puts it up for three, and nailed it. That hurt. 45-37. Hardin throws it at midcourt. It's going to be stolen away. Kirk's got it. Goes underneath, and laying it up and in was Maddie Kirk. Negotiate. We'll take a 60-second pause here, and we'll come back with the fourth quarter.
Attaboy, Eli.
All right, 47-39, the third quarter score. And both teams dragging a little bit coming out of that huddle.
Yeah, let's see what, we were up by 12 at halftime?
Well, we were 15 early in the third.
Yeah. They're just chipping away at us, but like I said, we've hung on.
So with it is Moffitt to begin the fourth quarter. And driving into the paint, Brown. Brown goes right wing to Moffitt. Steal by Shelby. Shelby comes up with it, and they're going to call her for stepping on the line. Heads up play, though. Hustle play by Faith Ann Shelby. Just didn't turn out right. Rebound to Moffitt, or rather inbounds to Moffitt. Moffitt in the corner now.
Oh,
Davis,
my gosh.
Davis is allowed to go across the lane.
I'd say.
And a little left-hand layup like it was warm-ups. There's a Hardin comes down the floor, tries to go inside to Moffitt. It's batted away by the Bobcats. Back down the floor comes Kirk. She will catch Moffitt charging. Coming in behind will be Davis, and Davis cuts the lead now to 4. Harville to Shelby in the forecourt to beat the press. Shelby stops, guns, missed it. Rebound, Hardin. No. It's going to be Pierce, and then a jump ball will be called. And the arrow is in Hardin County's direction. 7:03 left. Lead's been cut to 4, and drama of this game is beginning to rematerialize. Strickland goes on the right side, finally picks it up, and it's going to be hit by Moffitt. And there's a whistle and a foul call. It's going to be on Moffitt. That'll be her first, and only the second team foul for the Bobcats in the second half. You come to think of it, we haven't had many free throws shot tonight.
No, not a lot of fouls called in this game.
Right now, I think 14 shots taken. Shelby has it right wing out now to Harville. Harville dribbles, kicks it left. Hardin giving the open 3. Got it. Yes, sirree. Haley Hardin picks up her 7th point. And it's a 7-point Tiger lead. 6:19 left to go. Across the timeline comes Rain Moffitt. She will see her coach stand up and call the universal sign for timeout, and there was 6:16 left to go in the 4th. Tigers up 50-43. We'll be back in 60. So 6:16 left to go in the game, 50-43. Tigers up, but the Bobcats have the basketball underneath their own, or side court rather, right next to the Bobcat bench. Inbound, taken by Hickman, or rather Mary. Some substitutes in for the Bobcats. Pierce goes right, gets to Mary. Dives down on the baseline, a bank shot put up and in by Davis.
That was a throw, not a shot.
She gets 2 points regardless.
Oh, man.
And the Tigers work it up the floor against the pressure, and it's thrown into the student section, touched last by the Bobcats.
I'll tell you one thing. We've been pretty loose with the basketball in this press. We've struggled a little bit with it in this game so far.
Strickland takes the inbounds pass, goes into the forecourt, goes right wing to Shelby. Shelby moves toward the center under the Harville. Harville is going to get an open door to the basket. She lays it up and in. Nice play.
Well, they about threw that out of bounds.
And Bobcats get it down the floor. They go underneath, and a bank shot put up by Davis. It's no good. Rebound. Hallett clears it out now to Strickland, to Harville. Harville puts both feet down and on the dribble and sets it up on the left side. Still on the left, drives in the lane, kicks it out to Hardin. Hardin for 3. In and out. It swirled 360 and came out. Rebound taken down by the Bobcats, and they're running. They go to Mary down in the corner to Moffitt. Under and driving in for a layup is Davis. She hits the bottom of the rim, and the rebound comes down and gets kicked out of bounds, touched last by the Tigers.
I know one thing. Haley's got to go get those basketballs. They're very active underneath, and you can't just hang back.
Inbounds, Brown gets it in now to Moffitt. Moffitt in the lane, tries to drop it down on the baseline. Davis has it for momentarily. Outside, driving in, jumper at the free throw line. It's off, no good by Brown. Rebound, Hallett. Strickland to Shelby in the corner for three. No, just missed it. Rebound taken down by Pierce, or Brown rather. Brown down in the corner. Here's Mary for a three. It's in and out, no good. Fight for the rebound, and there's a whistle, and I think they're going to call a foul on.
They called it on Faith Ann, but she had her hand on the basketball. It was more of a held ball at that point.
That's three on Faith Ann.
But
4:20 left to go, just over half of the fourth period left in this year game. And it's 52-45. Tigers up by 7. Led by 15 earlier. Down out to Hickman. Outside on the right side now to Pierce. Pierce lobs inside. It's going to be stolen away by Shelby on the opposite side of the lane. Shelby tries to pass it over to Strickland, and it's kicked out of bounds there by Kirk. Harville inbounds, full court pressure. Strickland's trapped in the corner, looking for help. Throws it in. It's stolen away by the Bobcats under to Kirk. Kirk lays it up and in, and this press is killing us.
Well, you can't run the corner. That's what you can't do. That's what they want you to do.
3:49 left. Tigers get it across the timeline. They lead by 5. Shelby goes on the left side to Harville. Harville backs out to center court. Goes right side now to Hardin. Now to Shelby, giving the long three, doesn't take it. Down in the corner to Hardin. She will go baseline, stop, put up a shot, blocked, and rebound is going to be kicked out to Harville. Harville to Strickland. Now to Shelby, giving the long three. No. Rebound taken down by Merced. Down to Kirk. Kirk stops, guns, missed it. Rebound, Harville. Harville running. She's going to be run down by a McNairy player. Harville goes to the floor.
She hit the back of her head.
Bump on her head. And they're going out to see how she's doing. That was Moffitt that ran her down from behind. Both the players went to the floor. I don't know what the call is going to be.
Well, it was a foul on Kirk. She hit her from behind, but I seen her when she went down. She rolled over and kind of popped the back of her head. Got a fan over here on the blue side. He didn't like the call. The officiating has kind of been quiet all night long until here we get into crunch time. Now nobody likes them.
And Reese Harville.
Yeah, we need her to stay in the game.
A little bit shaky, not ready to get up just yet. And with 3 minutes left, it's critical time to lose a starter. Of course, her well-being is more important than any of that. They're giving her a little water. I'm guessing she's probably going to have a heck of a headache no matter what happens.
Yeah.
See Wes Wilkerson and Matthew Smith coming out.
Yeah, she took a pretty good tumble. And yeah, I seen that back of her head kind of.
She is she's having trouble orienting.
Yeah. Well, we need her.
They are going to put Atkins in, it appears. Also Gamble going in. Hallett's sitting on the bench. I don't know what that means. She's going to.
I don't know what she's doing.
Changing. She's got her shoe off, so maybe. But there's 3 minutes left, 52-47. We're ready to get back underway with Strickland, and we've got Gamble, Shelby, Hardin, and Atkins in the game for the Tigers. Inbound to Strickland. Strickland literally tackled by Moffitt. That should be the third foul. That was an intentional foul, if you ask me.
Yeah. They're calling it on what is it? He called it on us.
You called it on Strickland?
Yeah.
Oh, my. That's pathetic.
She tackled her and wrapped her up. Coach Burnham's pleading his case. That's a terrible call right there.
That's awful.
Well, that's because he looked up here and got yelled at a while ago. What a call.
Now, across the line, Bobcats have it. Brown goes under Kirk. Kicks it out on the left side to Pierce. Pierce stops in the lane. 13-footer hit it.
Yeah.
So Pierce gets a deuce there. She's got 8. Got the lead to 3 now. Working the pressure. They're going to throw it away.
Gosh,
and it's going to be picked up by the Bobcats. Down the floor comes Pierce. Pierce, right side now to Kirk. Kirk for 3. Off, no good. Rebound is Gamble. Gamble. Shelby. Shelby. Now off to the races. Down in the corner on the right side. Tigers up by 3. And there's a 3 set up by Shelby. It's off, no good. Rebound. Faith Ann gets her own rebound. Now back out on the right side at 2 minutes now. Hardin, left side, Gamble. Cross to Faith Ann. She dribbles from the right to the left, and there's a whistle and a timeout called by Coach Burnham, and it will be a 60-second timeout. We'll be back after that. Tigers lead 52-49, 1:52 remaining. Strickland takes the inbounds pass following the timeout. She'll dribble across the timeline and go to Shelby, who's come out now, head of the key. Now to Hardin. And Reese Harville back in the game. Now they go to Hardin on the left wing. Reese doesn't seem to be under any duress. There's a reach-in foul called on the Bobcats. Fouls on Moffitt. That's her third, and Harville will inbound to Strickland. 1:24 remaining. 52-49. Tigers up by a single three-pointer. Hallett has it. Goes to Shelby. Shelby out away. Hallett was open for a moment. Shelby couldn't see her. Now they go to Strickland on the right side. Now to Hallett. Hallett dribbles toward the circle. Goes out solid now to Strickland. Strickland double team.
I was fixing to say,
is going to be foul there, or did she get a timeout? Okay, it's foul.
No, they got a foul, but like I said, that's two really aggressive fouls on Strickland. She like to not got either call. Well, one of them went against her.
That's just, I think it's 4 on Moffitt.
What are we doing? Call timeout. Golly, quick going to the corner.
We passed it in. Strickland got caught in the corner, and there was a quick timeout call to save the ball. 52-49, 48 seconds left to go. We'll be back in 1 minute. 48 seconds left, 52-49. Tigers up by 3. Harville will be inbounding. And she gets to Strickland. Strickland in the backcourt. Met as she gets to the line. Goes left side now to Shelby. Shelby's going to get smashed by Pierce, who comes up and gives her a healthy shot. And that's the 16th foul. So the Tigers will go into the 1-and-1 from here on out. Shelby gets the inbound pass. She's double teamed. Goes to Harville down in the corner left side. She'll dribble back out. Now a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Moffitt, and that's going to put Reese Harville on the line.
I don't
with
know
the opportunity to shoot a 1-and-1.
I don't know that Coach Lott actually wanted that right there. They were getting kind of what I was saying earlier. We're getting the basketball in, but then we're going in the corner, and that's what they want us to do because they trap us. And
they let us out both times down here.
We got to keep it in the middle of the floor.
Harville on the line, crucial free throw. First shot, got it, yes.
I'll tell you what, she's a little dazed. That fall, of course, maybe that ponytail softened the blow a little bit.
Well, she likes to arch it. She hit both of them.
No, I'm just talking about her actions. Just
54-49, 30 seconds left to go. Tigers up by 5. Bobcats with the basketball. Moffitt goes left wing now. With it is Pierce. Pierce goes underneath. Kirk's reverse layup's no good. Rebound is picked up by Davis. Davis is trying to go up for a shot, and she will be fouled. Foul's going to be on Harville. No damage on Reese.
Well, I'll say this. There's no way he could have made that call and seen that. There was too many people between him and that call.
He was way down in the corner.
He was on the other side.
And Davis goes to the line. First shot's good, cutting the lead to 4.
We'll try to even it up.
17 seconds left. This shot right here will be huge. And she hit it. 2 for 2. Bobcats now.
We got to get it in
shooting
now.
60% from the free throw line. Tigers get it to Hardin. Hardin gets into the forecourt. She's triple teamed. And now there's timeout called, I think. Or maybe they're calling a foul.
Yeah.
They called a foul. I saw Coach Burnham standing there. And
he had it ready just in case.
Foul is going to be on Kirk, which is going to put Haley Hardin on the line to shoot 1-and-1.
Yeah, she makes this first one. That'll be a big one. Make it 2 possessions anyway. Get in there.
Missed it. Rebound, taken down. Pierce down the floor now to Moffitt. Moffitt left wing, 8 seconds. Now there's a timeout call by Jerry Lott with 7.7 seconds remaining. 54-51. Got the tension with a knife in here right now. We'll take a quick pause for a word from our sponsors. We'll come back in 60 seconds. Yeah. I believe in giving credit when credit's due. 54-51. Bobcats with the ball. A three-pointer ties this thing. A deuce gives the Tigers a win. And, of course, nothing gives the Tigers a win. Here's a shot with 4 seconds left. Off, no good. Rebound's going to be taken by Shelby. She comes out. The buzzer goes off. The game. Oh, that's over. The game's over. Clock has run down. Hardin County will take the 54-51 win and be glad to have it. Well, I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the way these ladies came back from playing last night and gutting it all the way to the end and pulling out this win.
Yeah, Coach Law wasn't happy with that shot selection. I don't think shot it kind of early too, and man, we got away with it, but they're good. They're a good basketball team. That's what I was saying. We kind of let them chip away at us, and there again, Bill. It's a second half where we struggled in the third quarter, and Coach Burnham has talked about that. Where it's every other quarter. It just seems like we have an issue with, but. Man, they gutted it out and got a big win. They put a lot of pressure on us too, and we shot the ball really well in the first half. Got a big enough lead to hold them off. I don't think they ever got the lead at all, right, in this whole game.
No, they trailed the whole game.
Yep. So big win. That puts us in the driver's seat.
We got a 13-0 lead.
14-0. Yeah, and that kind of puts us in the driver's seat going into next week, where we'll have that is if we beat Lexington. If we can get Lexington on Friday night and then Chester County McNairy on the next week, that sure does help things. So we go to 3-0 in district play, and that's big.
Then we sit for a week and wait for the tournament.
Yeah.
All right, so final score, Lady Tigers win it 54-51, and exciting game that it was. We got another one coming your way right here on K93 as the men have begun their warm-ups as I speak, and we will be here to bring you the play-by-play and all the color of Hardin County High School basketball in any way that we possibly can. So keep your dial right here on K93, your number one sports station in Savannah. We'll take a pause here for a word for our gracious sponsors, and we'll come right back. Stay with us. All right, back here at McNairy West Gymnasium. Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell, and we are ready for the second game of the night. And they're about to introduce the starting lineup for the Bobcats. And it'll be the first 5 players, or 4 out of the first 5 players on the roster. Kirk Tanner, Nate Moore, followed by Eli Yop, Simon Whitaker, and Andrew Stewart. Not a very tall team at all. We're going to match up well size-wise. Probably have a little advantage. Lights come down, spotlights up, cell phones on. So and first one off the bench is Carter Smith, followed by Marlon Yarbrough. Next is Wheeler Wilkes. Duke Sample. And Caleb McGee. Those will be the 5 starters tonight. And lights will come back on, and we'll get down to business right here. Nice crowd on hand. As McGee set to jump against Tanner Kirk. The two of them look like they're about the same height. I mean, you look across the floor, they're like matched up inch for inch. McGee gets tapped, however, and Yarbrough will take it into the forecourt, goes left wing now. Smith stops, high post left side. Now to Sample, head of the key. Moves down the post, goes under to Wilkes. Wilkes tries to reverse layup underneath. Goes up with a shot, won't go, and the ball's kicked out of bounds. Touched by the Bobcats. Wilkes hit the floor hard, but he seems to be unscathed. Inbounds to Yarbrough, out to Wilkes. Now to Smith. Smith stops. Left side of the free throw lane. Here's a 3 put up and good by Duke Sample. He starts the night off with a 3, and the Bobcats will come down the floor working with it more. We'll dribble outside now to Stewart. Stewart goes back to Moore. Now Kirk goes down on the baseline, puts up a jumper right to the right side about 3 feet away. It's off the back rim, no, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Carter Smith, his first. And he goes to the line shooting 2, that is Kirk does. And he hits both of them. Yarbrough across the timeline, catches Smith underneath, missed the layup, rebound, take it down. He was under pressure, and the Bobcats with the rebound. Whitaker gets it out. Kirk goes in the lane, puts up the jumper, got it, and he scored. And he's fouled as he scored. Foul is going to be on Wilkes, his first. The bucket's by Kirk Whitaker, and he's going to get the basket plus a free throw. He missed the free throw. Rebound picked out and controlled by Sample, but then lost out of bounds. They're saying touch last by the Bobcats. So the Tigers net get the basketball. Inbound to Yarbrough. Yarbrough double teamed in the backcourt, needs some help, gets it to Sample, waiting patiently across the line. Sample goes down, goes in to put up a side winding shot from the right side. It's blocked out of bounds. I think it was Whitaker that got a hand on it. 4-3. Tigers down by 1. Sample to Yarbrough. Yarbrough takes the 3 off the back rim. Rebound. Stewart. Now Yop on the right side now. With it is Moore. Moore stops in the lane, puts up a shot underneath McGee. That's a nifty little shot he did. It went right underneath the armpit of McGee. Laid it up and in. It's 6-3 Bobcats. Sample goes down on the baseline trying to get it to Wilkes. It's kicked out of bounds. Touch last by the Bobcats. 6:13 left to go first period. 6-3 McNairy. Inbound Wilkes for 3. Front rim. Rebound is Sample. Sample is Yarbrough out at the center court circle. Now to Smith on the right wing. Back to Yarbrough. Yarbrough goes left and right and charges the lane. Gets batted away, picked up there by Wilkes. Driving in is Sample. Sample is going to dish it off to McGee, but not before a foul is going to be called. It's going to be on Whitaker's first. And the inbounds will go to Wilkes, cross to Yarbrough. Yarbrough stops 14 feet away, goes out to Smith. Sample in the lane, shoots it outside to Wilkes. Wilkes takes a pick, rolling and dishing off to Smith is McGee. Took the pass from Sample, shifted it back to Smith. Smith scored, and he's fouled. A nifty little move right there. Tigers trail by 1 now, and Carter Smith can remove that right now, and he missed it. Rebound, Bobcats. They get it across the timeline, not in any particular hurry. Moore on the left side now to Whitaker. Whitaker outside to Yop. Yop goes in the lane, gets it kicked away, picked up by Wilkes. Wilkes and the Tigers headed toward the action end. They go to Sample, right side now. Yarbrough. Yarbrough lobs under to McGee. McGee had the turnaround from about 6. Instead went out to Smith. Smith's 3-pointers off no good. A whistle and a foul is going to be called on the Tigers. And that's going to be on McGee, his first. And here come the Bobcats down the floor. Moore to right side. Now to Stewart. Stewart drives in the lane. Tries to get it back to Yop. Now to Kirk. Kirk goes in, has a shot blocked by McGee. But the Bobcats still control. They're working inside the paint. Kicked it out on the right side. A 3-pointer rims out on Stewart. Rebound McGee to Yarbrough. Yarbrough running. 4-16. He stops on the left side. Catches Sample charging the basket. No, that's Smith. No, it was Duke Sample. Okay. Thought I had second guessed myself there. 7-6. Tigers up by a point. Yop in the lane. Kirk. Kirk goes down on the baseline. To Yop on the right in the corner. Now to Moore. Moore given an open shot inside and decided to bounce pass it, and it's going to be stolen away by Wilkes, and Wilkes goes into the forecourt where he will be attacked by Moore, thus knocking the ball out of bounds. Give it to Hardin County. 3:46 left to go first period. Inbound to Yarbrough. Yarbrough dogged by Stewart, goes in the lane, banks it home. Yes. Yarbrough went to his left, turned back to his right, banked her home, and the Tiger lead is 3. Across the timeline comes Yop. Left wing to Kirk. Kirk, right side. Now Whitaker. Whitaker drives, takes it to the left side against Smith, laid it up and in. Nifty little move there by Simon Whitaker. And it's 9-8. Tigers up by a single point now. Yarbrough, 3:09 remaining in the first period, goes in, tries the bank shot. Going down the pipe of the lane there and missed it. Rebound the Bobcats, and they're back down the floor. Moore on the left side. Now to Kirk. 2:52. Yop now on the left side, challenging Carter Smith. Goes inside of Whitaker, back outside now to Stewart. Stewart drives down, puts up the shot, banked it home. Stewart got a deuce there. That's his first 2 points on the night. And it's a 10-9 Bobcat lead. Tigers get it down to McGee underneath. He's right underneath the basket. All he had to do was just kind of flip his wrist and two for McGee there. It's 11-10 Tigers now, 2:20. Seesaw affair so far. Here's a driving jumper. It's off no good by the Bobcats. McGee gets the rebound to Yarbrough. Yarbrough on the right, now left-hand dribble. Kicks it out to Smith. Smith goes in, puts the running jumper in. They're going to call him for charging. I don't know about that one. Little weenie, if you ask me. And 2 minutes, 4 seconds left to go in the period. There's substitutions coming galore. Into the game comes Garrett Smith. Into the game comes Tyler Gerald. And Yarbrough, McGee, and Wilkes still on the floor. Here's a driving Yop tries to go in to the lane. Now, Johnston, who's come in for the Bobcats, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound taken down by Nate Moore. Moore working with it. 1:44 left to go in the quarter. Tigers up by 1. Left to Whitaker. He goes, or Stewart rather. Now to Jabari Melton. He goes in the lane, puts up a one-hander and from about 3 feet away and nailed it. 12-11 Bobcats now. McGee left now. And going in is Smith. Garrett Smith puts a one-hander running in toward the basket. Got it, and he's fouled. I didn't see who the foul was on. Looks like it might be Stewart, yeah. So on the line is Smith. He got the roll. Boy, that took a lot of iron to come home too. But he got it, and the Tiger leads 2. 1:13 left to go here. Yop goes right side now to Johnston. Moore has it, backs up. On the right side, goes to Yop. Yop to Stewart, right wing. Johnston. Now Moore. Johnson goes underneath, gets a streaking Melton, goes up and gets an easy 2 right there. And we're tied at 14, 43 seconds left to go in the first period. And Yarbrough will go left wing now to Garrett Smith. Back to Yarbrough in the corner, had it stripped away, got control of it, finally stops, guns, scores. It's a 2. I think he wanted the 3 over there, but he was a couple of feet inside, and Tigers lead is 2. 18 seconds left now. With it is Moore. Moore in the lane to Yop. Yop's going to try a long 3 with 12 seconds left. Rebound taken down by by Gerald. Is it Tyler Gerald?
Yep.
Okay.
First night back.
Glad he's back. Yarbrough comes down the floor, goes into the lane, puts up the one-handed jumper. He hit it, and he's fouled.
Now they're call a charge.
They called a charge?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Yarbrough gets called for the charge. I did not see that. I didn't see anybody in position. With 2 seconds left, though, Tigers were still with a 2-point lead. Bobcats pressed to try to get a shot off. He'll have to shoot it from more than half court. Man, he got the backboard. I can give him that. 16-14 first quarter score. We'll take a pause. Come back right after this. All right, Tigers win the first stanza 16-14.
Kind of like last night.
Yeah.
Good to see Tyler Gerald's back, though. He's been injured since Red Bay, I think, is where he got hurt.
Well, I saw the number, and I thought, that can't be right. And then you said he was back. So I'm like a mushroom. They don't tell me anything.
Well, he's been day to day, just fighting some soreness, but it's on his shooting hand, and he's got his fingers taped up pretty good. So that was the issue. If it had been the other hand, he'd been playing.
Okay, Moore will dribble it down for the Bobcats to start the second period. It goes on the left wing now to Yop. Yop out now, and whistle melted. It's a traveling call. Turnover, give it to the Tigers. And the Tigers say thank you. Yarbrough across the timeline to Sample, left wing. Now to McGee. Do y'all try to go into the lane to Yarbrough? It's too hot and too hard. Coming up with his Moore. Moore's down on the other end, puts in the shot, blocked by McGee. But I'm afraid there's going to be a foul called on McGee. Yep, that's going to be his first. And to the line will go Nate Moore to shoot two. First shot is off, no good. 16-14, Tigers up. No score in the second period so far. Of course, we're only 30 seconds in. I guess it's not remarkable. Second shot, or second free throw, ends that. It's 16-15 now as Moore hits the second half. Now the Tigers bring it down. They're working the perimeter, chest passes, and now they go down in the corner on the left side to Smith. Now to Sample for three off the back rim. No good. Rebound taken down by Melton. Now to Moore. Moore across the timeline. Goes to Johnson on the right side. Now to Whitaker. Now it's a steal by Yarbrough. Yarbrough comes out running. 3-on-2 to Wilkes. Wilkes goes to the baseline. Dumps it back into McGee. McGee controls it. Back to Yarbrough for three. No. Rebound Kirk. And the Bobcats run the floor. Moore on the left side. Stops in the circle. Goes left wing to Melton. Melton enters the lane. Bumps it back outside to Kirk. Kirk loses the ball in the lane. It's picked up there by Wilkes. And gets it over to Yarbrough. Yarbrough back to Wilkes. Wilkes takes a NBA three on the right side. No good. Rebound taken down by I'll get his name right in a minute. But Bobcats with the basketball. Moore goes in the lane, will run into Wilkes as he gets underneath the basket. And that was Melton I was trying to call up a minute ago. There's a whistle and a foul called on the Tigers. It's going to be on Wilkes. And that's his second. And let's see what they're saying now. To the line will be Nate Moore, and he'll be shooting again 2 shots. No, that's a 1-and-1. We've already got 7 fouls. I didn't realize we'd gone that far. He hit the first one, and he hit the second one. So, Tigers come down the floor. Yarbrough with it, head of the key, long three, off front rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Whitaker. And Moore goes to the other end, goes to Kirk on the right side. He puts the three up and nailed it. Bobcats take the 1-point lead, 17-16. 5:43 left to go in the second period. Timeout on the floor. Timeout, Tigers will be back in 30. All right, 5:43 left to go in the second period, 20-16. Tigers and the Bobcats, as we have continued lick swapping, if you want to call it, in every sport known to man, as basketball being the game tonight. Wilkes takes it in the corner for the Tigers, goes to Yarbrough. Left wing to Smith, back all the way across court to Wilkes. To Yarbrough. Underneath, they're going to catch Sample wide open. He laid it up and in. Nice shot pass by Yarbrough. Sample gets the deuce, and the Tigers trail by 2 now. 20-18. They go to Moore. Moore for 3. Off, no good. Rebound saved in the corner by Carter Smith. Now to Wilkes. Wilkes in the forecourt. Doesn't have the numbers. Holds it up. Goes to Yarbrough. Yarbrough in the lane. Goes in. Banks it off. Catches the front rim. Comes off. Whitaker with the rebound. 4:48 left in the half. 20-18 Bobcats. Yarbrough is attacking Moore. Moore retains the ball, gets it in the corner now to Melton. Now underneath, and a little 1 or 2 foot jumper by Whitaker is up and good. The feet underneath was what did that. Had him wide open. 4:22 left to go, and it's 22-18 Bobcat lead. Now they go to McGee. McGee goes in, tries a layup on the right side. Rebound fought for. Sample had it, and then Moore had it, and now the Bobcats have got it for sure. Across the timeline goes Nate Moore. 4:04 left to go, second period. A driving layup's going to be put up and good. And let's see, it looked like a walk to me, but and we're going to lose the inbounds pass. Yeah. It's going to be stolen away by the Bobcats. They lead by 6 now. We go with Melton, and a jumper put just as we hit 340 there by Johnson, and he's going to hit a 3. And it's 27-18. Here's a long 3 by Wilkes. It's off, no good. Rebound taken down by Smith, puts it up and in. Carter Smith got a garbage rebound underneath, turned it into money. 27-20 now. Tigers down by 7. They needed that basket desperately. Moore goes around the horn, drives underneath to the lane, kicks it out, and almost stolen there by Sample as Moore tried to go out to Kirk on the left wing, but he lost it out of bounds. They're going to give it to the Tigers, or the Bobcats rather, baseline. Bobcats in gold tonight, Tigers in white. Eli Yop will inbound. Goes out now. And with it is Yop again. Now a 13 or 14 footer off, no good. Rebound taken down. And Yop comes up with it. Bounces underneath now to Moore. And stolen away there by Wilkes. The Tigers come up with it, and they're running. 2:45 left in the half. Yarbrough to McGee. Giving the 12-footer, doesn't take it. Now to McGee in the lane again, back out to Wilkes. They're kind of playing catch there. In the circle, Yarbrough drives in, banks it home, got it. Yep. Yarbrough went down the left side, put up that patented little jumper of his, and it's 27-22. Yarbrough down with 6. Down the floor they go. With it now is Wiggins, substitute in for the Bobcats. Out now to Stewart. Left wing to Wiggins. Now to Yop. Yop in the corner now all by himself. And Kirk with it, that is. Goes out the head of the key, 156. Now there's timeout on the floor. Timeout McNairy. 156 remaining in the half, 27-22. McNairy on top. We'll be back in 30 seconds. A beautiful day today. Now, I don't know if you got a chance to go outside, but it's the prettiest day I've seen in a while, and we looks like we've got some inclement weather headed our way here the next couple of days. That's just living in West Tennessee. But right now, the order of the day is to get basketball back underway with 1:56 remaining in the half. Tigers trail by 5, and the Bobcats have the basketball. Wiggins will inbound to Yop. Yop, not terribly tall, a little slight, good with the basketball. Whitaker goes back to Kirk. On the left wing now to Stewart. Stewart drives in the lane, loses it momentarily, gets it back outside. Now here's a three. It's off no good by Yop. Rebound taken down. McGee saves it in bounds, but there to get it's Wiggins. Now a fight for it. Yarbrough, 4 players go to the floor, and it rolls out of bounds. And they're saying it's touched last by the Bobcats. With 1:22 remaining, the Tigers have a chance to cut into this 5-point lead. They're going to have to get somebody down there to throw it in, though. And
forgot that part.
We do. Wheeler Wilkes shows up just in time. And there's almost a steal there. Yarbrough has it in the paint now to McGee. Now on the left side here is Gerald's for a shot. It's off no good. Rebound taken down by the Bobcats. Stewart with it. Gets it over now to Moore. Moore drives all the way down to the baseline. Stops about 12 feet away. Kicks it back outside. And Tanner Kirk hits a three.
He can play. He's good.
And it's 30-22. Tigers down by 8 now. 44 seconds left to go in the half. Here they go to Wilkes. Wilkes, this looks good. Nope, it's off the backside. Wheeler having trouble from long range tonight. Bobcats with the rebound. 33 seconds left. Here's a long three. It's off no good. Rebound taken down by Gerald. Tyler Gerald gets his first rebound after coming back. Does have a lot of tape on his hand. Yarbrough, 17 seconds outside, looking inside, looking for McGee, who's come up high on the left side. Pass to Gerald's on the left wing. Now to Yarbrough with 4 seconds. Got the three, yes. Yarbrough hits the three, and that will be the end of the first half of play as that cuts into that lead and gives the Tigers a little more daylight coming back out of the halftime stall. So 30-25 is the halftime score. We'll take a quick pause for a word from our sponsors, and we'll talk to Mr. Ron Burnham when we come back.
All right, welcome back to Michaela Welch Gymnasium. I'm Steve Cornell along with Bill Sharp, bringing you all the action between the Tigers and the Bobcats in McNairy Central. 30-25, McNairy Central on top as Yarborough cut into the lead with a last-second three-pointer. And we've been good at halftime with three-pointers, haven't we, Coach?
We have,
as we bring in Coach Burnham. Coach, get a big win tonight. It was a tough night. It's one of those, a tale of two halves, and, we had to gut it out in the second half. But, McNairy Central, a good basketball team. They just sort of chipped away, but we had enough to hang on. But a lot of good things moving forward and going 3-0. That's the best thing.
Right, you're right. See, they had, before the season started, they had McNairy predicted to win the district, us behind them. So to get them at our place is really good. And we started off hot. We did with 22 points and really moving the ball really good and executing, got a lot of good shots. And I think we had 6 threes in the first half and scored 33 points in the first half. Then only scored 21 in the second. But, you want to score at least 12. We should have got around 24. But we got tired. You could tell that. And we had some people get hurt. Haley Haddock, she decided tonight, for whatever reason, didn't tell any of us, that she was going to put these new braces on and practice with them and do that. And all of a sudden, by her running up and down the court course today, we just had a simple walkthrough. But now tonight, we were racehorsing.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, her feet's hurting her and killing her. And she went out there and gutted it out the best that she could. And we all learn lessons as we go on. It's, and I was trying to tell her it's just like me trying to give you a brand new pair of shoes and play our first game. So, and then Reese hits her head, and Reese probably played her best game offensively and defensively, and she was really a trooper. And Sarah made some good plays for her, some good shots. But one of the best plays I thought about Sarah was right at the end of the half. We turned the ball over, and she runs down there and she stops the girl. And the girl who turned the ball over on the top, she hadn't even made it down to the three-point line. If she had hustled back then all of a sudden we wouldn't be worried about that three-point shot at the end.
Right.
It's little things that wins the game. Just like when they went to press us, we took the ball to the corner a bunch of times where we should have been trying to get it in the middle or over the side, and then we had people in the middle trying to run away. Now, once again, that's on the coaching staff, but we haven't been pressed in a long time, and then we just forgot kind of how we were going to run and
what it was like,
what we were going to do, And when you get tight in the game, and this is a good thing for us because we got a lot of young kids on the floor who's now gets a little bit of feeling, and they can understand it on a tight game that you got to move, you got to cut. And when you're overplayed like that, sometimes you just got to take it to the basket, instead of trying to pass it. And we're getting better at that, and hopefully that we can keep on making adjustments.
Well, it was an outstanding game, and like you said, it was one of those where you knew in the second half you were going to have to gut it out and just hope everything fell in place, and it did. But talking about Reese a little bit, the other night, I know on Saturday, you and I talked on Sports Talk about getting Reese back involved more with the offense of driving the basketball or driving the baseline, and she did that last night a lot and against Chester County as well. But tonight, she really played aggressive and got to the hole. Not a lot of fouls called though tonight.
No, it wasn't. We knew after the Chester County game that we were going to try to get Reese to run the three and move Hardin to bring in the four. But when they started to press us, Reese is such a good person about getting the ball into our team that we had to bring her in. But in the first half, they didn't press us like that. Reese got to run the three, and we had some plays that is for Reese and also for Sarah that can penetrate and to the basket and try to get to the rim. And she did that a few times and really did a good job at that. And so, and she knocked down a three too, So her offense was really good, and she is always. We also put her on. I don't know tonight if it was the best player or the second best player, and we've been trying to put Faith Ann a little bit on the best player to give her a little more rest because she does so much for us, and she was a trooper tonight. I mean, she hit her head on the floor, and she didn't want to come out, but she had to come out for a second or two.
It looked pretty nasty.
Yeah, it was. And, you know, I know this one at the half court, I guess if Sarah doesn't grab her around the neck when they both fall, because they were all up in her. It should have been, I don't know what it should have been. But
I'll tell you where that call came from. He got yelled at up here, looked up in the stands, and then they got the next call.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, they stayed out. You know what's surprising? They stayed out of the game for the most part and let them play. Haley, she got kind of abused in the middle again with, you know, I don't think she went to the free throw line maybe one time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I was getting on one official said, you know, that's a foul. That's a foul. I said, we're going to let them play tonight.
Don't let them play. Well, let them play. You're going to let them play.
But then all of a sudden,
they didn't let them play anymore.
That's what I'm saying. If you're going to let them play, let them play.
Well, you get a win tonight. You go 3-0, and now that sets you up for Friday night, Lexington coming to town. And hopefully go undefeated for the week and get 4-0, and then you're sitting in the driver's seat going in next week.
Friday's game is really a big game for us. So if you're right, if we get into that right there, we'll be in the driver's seat. All you got to do is get one more of the two games that you play the next week. But, you know, I don't know how much I like playing district game after district game after district game. I kind of still like the old way that we did it in our old district where we played Friday nights, and that every Friday night you knew you were going to play a district and you got ready that week to get ready to play, get to play them. And we played last night, and we had to try to play last night, come home, look at film, break stuff down, try to get some goals set up for what we wanted to do, and then get ready to play. So I don't know, and we try to hold them off a little bit, and in the fourth quarter not playing, but over at Central. But I was proud of them. There was never a doubt, was there?
No, never a doubt. Never a doubt. They never had the lead. All right, let's go draw and Burnham Lady Tigers. They win it tonight over McNairy Central, and they'll look forward to the Big Red Machine coming to town on Friday night right here at Michaela Welch Gymnasium. It's time for the second half as Tigers on top, 30-25.
Thanks for having me.
Start the third period to get it in inside now to McGee. Now baseline Wilkes. Wilkes tries to force it outside. Sample tried to push it in. It's going to be stolen away by the Bobcats. Bobcats with a 30-25 lead. Down the floor comes Moore. Moore goes on the left wing. And back on the right side now to Stewart. Now to Tanner Kirk, who goes to Stewart at the head of the key. He'll push it right, and a three-pointer by Darren Clark is up and good for the Bobcats, 33-25.
I'll see.
Now the 8-point lead. Sample has it on the left wing out to Yarbrough. To Wilkes on the right side. Yarbrough tries the three, swirled her home. There's a major league bomb there by Yarbrough, and he picks up his 12th point. And the Tiger lead or deficit right now is 5. With it is Moore. Moore stops on the baseline, picks up a dribble, goes to Yop. Yop over to Whitaker. Whitaker turnaround jumper, soft touch, didn't go, but the rebound is stuck back up and in by Stewart. He gets the tip and
got a block out. He just went right by us on that one.
So 35-28 now. Just underway third period. Here's Carter Smith baseline. Bank shot a little too high on it. Rebound taken down by Whitaker. Whitaker right to Kirk. Kirk to Moore. Tries the three. Won't go. Yarbrough is going to snatch it out of a crowd. Come out running. Into the lane. Lays it up. Lays it in. I mean, he took it coast to coast with 2 on his mind, and he got it. 35-30 now, and then
Oh,
the
no.
Bobcats are going to throw it away. I mean, Kirk tried to catch Yop going left to right, and Yop got a little too far right, and Kirk threw it into the student section in the backcourt, and the Tigers will benefit and a chance to cut this 5-point lead. A lot of time left, 13 minutes and 55 seconds to be exact. They go to Gerald's on the left side. Now to Yarbrough. Yarbrough down to Wilkes in the corner for the long three. Off no good. McGee with the rebound. Now to Gerald's. Underneath. Smith breaks away, lays it up and in. Carter Smith got a good pass inside, had the presence to catch it, and brought it inside for the bucket. 3 points to lead now. Kirk in the corner now. Yop picks up the dribble, has to force it back outside. Now, Moore to Kirk on the right wing. Stewart had it. Now over to Moore. Moore turns, fires, scores. You get that banker fadeaway. And the Tigers take it out with 5:05 left to go in the third. Yarbrough tries to go in the paint, stolen away by the Bobcats. Down the floor they go. Moore goes in, lays it up and in. Nate Moore got a quick transition, and leads 7 now. Yarbrough, McGee in the corner. Wilkes doesn't take the three, instead goes in the paint to McGee, back to Yarbrough for three. His shot's no good. Rebound, Whitaker. Moore will bring it down the floor for the Bobcats. Back to Whitaker. Now to Yop. Yop in the paint. And, a three-pointer put up by Kirk is no good. Rebound is going to be fielded by Stewart. Bobcats will have another shot at it. Moore to Stewart on the right wing. Coming across the lane. Whitaker missed the layup, though, as he went left to right in the lane and put the one-hander up. Missed it. Gerald has it, gets it underneath. The shot by Smith, no good. But sticking to it and getting loose balls, McGee, and he puts it up and in.
Well, we've seen a bunch swirl out of that basket down there tonight in the girls' game, too.
Might be the rim itself. I might check on that. Kirk has it on the other end. Gets stopped on the baseline. Sidewinder pass out to Yop. Now Whitaker takes the three and got it. Ooh. That was Stewart, not Whitaker. Stewart hit the three. And it's an 8-point game again. 3:28 remaining in the third period. Gerald's has it. Tyler Gerald's back on the floor for the Tigers. As Wilkes goes down, and McGee now back to Wilkes. His three just doesn't have it tonight. McGee, however, got the rebound and put it back up and in. Either way, it's points on the board. Kirk drives, baseline, puts up a jumper, too hard, rebound Smith. Smith to Yarbrough, Yarbrough to McGee in the paint. He's going to kick it out and to Wilkes on the right side. Now to Yarbrough, jumper from 12, no good. Rebound taken down by Whitaker. Now to Moore, Moore into the forecourt, challenging Yarbrough. So Moore steps back, takes a three, off the back, gets his own rebound at the circle, drives down, puts it up, missed it, rebound, Whitaker. He'll put it up and in. Whitaker gets the deuce, and it's 36-44 now, and 44-36, and there's timeout on the floor. Timeout, McNairy will be back in 30 seconds. Bobcats on top of the Tigers now. 8 points the differential. Into the game comes Tylen Irvin. Now to Yarbrough on the left side of Gerald's. Gerald's to Yarbrough. Tries the three. Yes. Yarbrough hits the three.
What's his third of the night?
And he's got 17.
Yeah. They get Wheeler going now.
44-39. Now, that's unusual. Wheeler Wilkes has not scored tonight. Melton goes to Whitaker over in the corner, saved in by Yop. He goes from left to right toward the goal on the lane, on the baseline, and pushes it out to Melton. Melton goes under, slides under the basket, lays it off, and scores. 46-39. Tigers underneath. Irvin gets open, missed the shot. Rebound. Irvin got it. This one won't go either. Loose ball. Yop comes up with it. Yop with 121 coming across the timeline. Tigers need D right here. Yop, right side. They're going to Melton. Now back to Johnston. Ethan Johnston. As Yop tries to move down the baseline, and he's going to be bumped into. I think this is probably going to be on Irvin. It is. Tylen Irvin gets his first personal. Into the game comes Caleb McGee. Or, I'm sorry, Nathan Nesbitt. McGee's already in. Well, McGee is coming out. Nesbitt is going in. Inbounds, going to be thrown into the backcourt. And
they're saying it was tipped.
I think Johnston thought it was a backcourt violation.
Well, they would have been, but they said it was tipped.
Well, I don't think he had possession of it. But anyway, Fred Johnston's got it on the head of the key, goes down on the left side to Melton. Melton goes up and is going to be called for the charge, I'm thinking. Yep, and that's going to
We'll take it. I'm not sure about it, but we'll take it.
It didn't look that way to me either, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander, my old daddy used to say. Yarbrough across the timeline, goes on the left side to J.T. Smith in the game the first time tonight. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. As the lob ends, tapped away, saved by Irvin in the corner. Now to Yarbrough for three. This one's off, no good. Rebound. Bobcats coming with it is Johnston. Johnston to Kirk, head of the key. Left side now to Stewart. Stewart stops, 14-foot jumper, hit it. And now it's 48-39, 7 seconds left. Yarbrough to Irvin. Irvin loses it, and it's going to be picked up by the Bobcats. Last second shot, not close, and it's 48-39, a third quarter score. We've got more action for you coming here. 8 minutes set on the clock, and we'll be right here for you. Stay with us. Right. One quarter play. Tigers down by 9. And Bobcats have the ball to begin the fourth stanza. Kirk has it. Left wing. Right side to Johnston. Now to Stewart. Stewart in the lane. Has it batted away by Yarbrough. He's got a 1-on-3. What will he do? They'll have it tapped out of bounds there by Stewart. I was trying to figure out how Yarborough was going to negotiate 3 defenders, but they settled it by knocking it out of bounds. And Yarborough goes to Sample, left wing, back outside to Yarborough, giving the long 3. No. Rebound. Kirk had it. Then it's batted loose again. Sample had it, and finally was touched by Johnson and by. Now the official changed his call, gave it to us, and then pointed the other direction. So Tiger fans not happy about that. Kirk, right side, drives in, puts up the shot in the lane, got it. Tanner Kirk headed headlong into the lane and put up the one-hander from about 6 feet away, and it's 50-39 now. Tigers in dire need of basket. They just got it from Carter Smith as McGee turned in the lane with possession and found Smith charging to the basket. He lays it up and in. It's a 9-point game again. Tigers need a catalyst here, and Yarborough reaches in on the pass from Moore and almost knocks it away for a takeaway. Instead, it goes out of bounds. Give it to the Bobcats. Stewart inbounds Moore. Moore picked up by Yarborough, goes one-on-one with him and is rejected. It goes back. Now to Kirk on the right side. Lob down to Melton, who's on the baseline. Turnaround jumper, it's off no good. Rebound taken down by Wilkes. Wilkes to Yarborough. Now is when Wheeler Wilkes needs to go on a tear. Pass under to Smith, back now to McGee, to Yarborough, under to Smith. Outside to Wilkes, giving the 3, takes it. In and out, no good. Can't buy one. And Jabari Melton gets the rebound. 6:10 remaining. Moore. The Kirk on the right side. Kirk hesitates, goes in the lane. In the corner now. And with it is Stewart. He's been in there for about 5 seconds. And they finally the ball squirts out, goes on the end line out of bounds. And they're saying the Tigers touched it last. 5:56 left in the fourth, 50-41. Bobcats on top. Inbound and long 3-pointers put up and no good by Johnston. Rebound is taken down by McGee to Yarborough. Yarborough running the floor. Goes into the lane, lays it up, and scores. What a shot. That was on every highlight film in high school across the country there. Beautiful shot, and he's fouled. It's on Johnston. That's his first, but more importantly, Yarborough goes to the line and could cut this lead to 6 if he can hit the free throw. He's got 19 now. And this will be a 3-point play, and we'll just say it, put it in the books. It was a 3-point play, 50-44. As McNairy comes across the line with Yop on the dribble. Goes left wing to Stewart. Stewart enters the circle, then pushes it over, and down goes Yop for the shot. It's going to be partially blocked, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called, and I believe it's going to be on Smith.
I think it's
Sample. They're going to call it on Sample. Smith looked like they had called it on him. But to the line goes Eli Yop to shoot 2, and he missed the first one.
I'll tell you the biggest difference in this game right now, you see up there on the scoreboard, Yarborough with 20. But Wheeler just having an off night tonight. Yeah. And, I mean, if he just gets his average, we're up by 10.
Timeout on the floor. We got a 60-second timeout called. 5:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Tigers down 50-44 back after this. Well, there was a pretty good crowd here about 45 minutes ago. Now it's a pretty heavily populated student section and a blitz throughout the rest of the
we had a lot
Tiger
of
side. A lot of people came for the introduction to senior night, but there's still more Bobcats here than there are fans. That is, than there are Hardin Countyans. Yop goes to the line for the second free throw. Missed them both. Rebound McGee. Tigers can cut this lead to 4 here with a deuce. Try to go underneath the Smith, and it's batted out there by Stewart, and it will be Tiger basketball on the left side of the lane, and inbounding will be Tyler Geralds. Geralds inbounds to Yarbrough. Way on the right side now to Wilkes. To Yarbrough. Drives in, lays it up with the one-hander, tried to get the bank, but had it a little too far to the left, and the rebound was batted out by the Bobcats. The Tigers will get another shot at it. 5:07 left now. 50-44, Tigers with a 3 here, can cut it. Here's Wilkes for 3, or rather Gerald for 3. It's off, no good. Rebound, Bobcats. Simon Whitaker gets the rebound, gets it over to Yop. Eli Yop will take it into the forecourt. Yop drives, kicks it off on the right side. I thought he walked. Stewart goes down baseline, back out to Moore. Moore drives in, puts up the shot, won't go, but he's going to be fouled by Wilkes. And so, I'll show that as Wheeler's second personal. To the line goes Whitaker. First shot's off, no good. Bobcats struggling at the line here. Second shot is, however, good, and they're right at 50% for the game. 51-44, 7 points to the game by the Bobcats, and Yarbrough takes a 3 from outside, little outside his range. Missed everything, went out of bounds, untouched. Give it to the Bobcats, and Yop will dribble it down. 4:27 as Yop goes across the timeline, and Moore on the right side. Moore stops at the free throw line, goes left wing to Johnston. Back now to Stewart, now to Moore, goes in the lane, puts up the left hander, and boy, that was a nice drive and a really good basket by Moore.
Put a little English on that one. Did you notice that?
Yeah, he put it up on the side of the backboard and it hooked in. The Tigers come down, try to go to Gerald's on the left side. It's batted out by Yop. Give it to the Tigers. Exactly 4 minutes left in the game. 3-pointer by Gerald's. Up and good. So Tyler Gerald's gets on the scoreboard, and it's 53-47, 6 points. In striking distance, the Tigers had to make some good things happen here. Moore on the right side. Drives in. Squares up against Gerald's. Then gets it out on the left side to Yop. Now Moore has it again on the right side. Left side to Johnston. Johnston. And now there's a 3-pointer put up and good by Stewart.
I thought he had a foot on the line.
I think he pulled it back right as he let it go. 56-47 now, 3:15 remaining. Tigers getting to the point where they're running out of time. Gerald's has it on the left side, puts up the one-hander, no good for 3. Rebound taken down by Stewart. Stewart is in the forecourt, gets it to Yop. With 3 minutes left, Bobcats are not going to be in any hurry. Yop goes to right wing to Moore. Moore stops and takes a 3 after all and hit it. So a lot that I know about holding on to the basketball with 3 minutes left. 2:49 left, 59-47. Tigers down by 12 again. Timeout on the floor. We'll take another pause and we'll come back in exactly 60 seconds. y'all. So we're under 3 minutes to go in the game, and Tigers trail 59-47. If you just joined us, there is joy in Tigerland as the Lady Tigers beat McNairy 54-51. Anytime you can do that, it's a good night. And the Tigers trying to make it double good if they can come back from this 12-point deficit. Yarbrough stops ahead of the key, goes to Gerald on the left side. He takes another three. This is going to be off no good. Rebound taken down by Stewart. Across the timeline comes Yop. Goes into the lane and just backpedals all the way out, about 8 or 9 feet outside the circle. To the left side now to Whitaker. Now to Johnston. To Stewart. Stewart guarded by Carter Smith right there. Finally decides to give it up and let Whitaker have it for a while. Whitaker and Stewart, trying to play keep away with 1:59 remaining now. There's a foul called. Not in the 1-and-1. Foul's going to be on Smith, his third. Now Sample, Irvin, Garrett Smith, J.T. Smith check into the game. The only starter left on the floor. Well, Sample's a starter along with Yarbrough. Inbound to Whitaker on the right side. Bounce pass underneath to Stewart. Stewart lays it up and in. So the Bobcats scoring at will now, pretty well. Yarbrough gets the feed from Smith. Goes to Garrett Smith in the corner. His three's off. No good. Johnston with the rebound in the corner. It's going to be fouled by Irvin. No. I guess it was a foul. They're going to give it to the Tigers. That can't be. Unless the Bobcats foul. He must have stepped on the line. That probably what it is. That's far over on the other side of the gym. Yarbrough has it now. Wilkes goes up for the long three. And McGee gets the rebound, sticks it right back up in the end, and he's fouled in the process. And that's going to be on Wiggins. Shot by McGee's off, no good. On the 1-and-1 there. On the third shot for the three-point play. Bobcats with the rebound, 1:13 remaining. Yop brings it across the timeline. Now to Wiggins, who's guarded by McGee. Passes out to Yop at midcourt. Yop trying to lure Yarbrough out to foul him, and instead goes on the right side. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. Touch last by Bobcats. In comes J.T. Smith. In comes Irvin. In comes Sample. And Garrett Smith. So Stewart inbounds, and it looks like a foul is going to be assessed on Irvin with 56 seconds remaining. It's looking more and more like the Tigers are going to go down to defeat to the Bobcats. Inbounds to Moore. It's going to be fouled by Irvin. 52 seconds left. That's 3 on Tylen. Still not in the 1-and-1 though. It's the 6th foul. Now Bobcats take it inbounds. Moore's going to be fouled by J.T. Smith. And now there'll be wholesale substitution back with the starters back on the floor. Son Sample and Gerald's comes in his place. 45.8 seconds remaining. Still a 12-point game. To the line goes Moore, shooting 1-and-1. First shot is good. So He's 4 of 6, now 5 of 6, as he hit both of them. Nate Moore now the leading scorer for the Bobcats for the game. 39 seconds. Garbo to Gerald's on the left side. Yes, got the 3. Tyler Gerald's got a 3 off the left wing. There's timeout on the floor. Timeout Tigers. 34 seconds remaining. 63-52 the score. We'll be back in 30 seconds. We will be broadcasting on Friday night as Lexington comes rolling in. So it'll be 2 home games and 1 on the road this week.
Senior night, Friday night, too. That'll be the last home game of the year.
So, inbound.
Oh, my goodness.
The whistle on a foul call with 32.4 seconds remaining.
You know, Bill, while we got a minute, of course, they announced the baseball team tonight, and then also while we were talking to Coach Burnham, they were recognizing the Lady Tiger bowling team and the Tiger bowling team, state champions, both teams, for 2021-22 season.
Outstanding. And to the line goes Moore, shooting 1 plus a bonus, and he hit the first one. He'll get another. And he hit them both. So that pretty well seals the fate. 65-52, 29 seconds. Yarbrough to Gerald's on the left side for 3. Missed it. Melton with the rebound. And we'll go to the other end with 23.6 seconds remaining. And the Tiger hopes dimming. Melton goes to the line with a 1-and-1 and down 13. That's more than 1 point a second. Just a little more than 1 point a second. Shots off, no good, though. Rebound, Yarbrough. Yarbrough goes left wing. Gerald tries the 3. Off, no good. Rebound, McGee. Tries to kick it outside. Almost intercepted. Now with this Yarbrough, 9 seconds. He'll drive, back away for a 3. It's off, no good, and that'll be it. Don't think the Bobcats will try another shot, and they don't. 65-52 the final, and the Tigers are going down to defeat tonight with the Lady Tigers picking up a victory. So
yeah, big night for them. They remain undefeated. We need to get this one on Friday night, going into a couple of road games next week at McNairy Central, which they'll want revenge, and then at Chester County, they'll want some revenge as well. And then the Tigers, you know, they fall in a pretty deep hole in district play, but still got a tournament to go. And tough night, you know, for Wheeler, and you know, we had 20 last night, and you know, it might have been one of those games where, you know, the legs play a big part of that, and shooting such a big part of or the legs are such a big part of shooting, especially shooters from outside, and just didn't have it tonight. But Marlin picked it up and had a good game. We were right there, and then they hit, 3 in a row, and kind of put the dagger in us. But the thing, you know, more worrisome is that's 5 in a row that we've lost, going back to the Bolivar game. And so we got to regroup. We've been in every one of them up until maybe midway through the fourth quarter, it seems like.
Yeah. Well, I think that's probably where, you know, the injuries has cut down the numbers that we have, and the losses of players who either got sick or got hurt or just decided not to even play this year. That's taken its toll. And, you know as well as I do, there's no replacement for experience.
No.
If you hadn't been out there on the floor playing this game long enough to get the jitters out of away from you where you don't think about that stuff anymore, that can cripple you.
Yeah, it's good to see Tyler back. It's good to have him back as we kind of make the stretch run here. So, he looked a little shaky tonight, made a couple of threes. First couple were just a little bit off the mark, but that's to be expected. He hadn't been in a game in quite some time.
Yeah, it's been well before Christmas.
Yeah, so he's going to help, especially defensively, and a senior player with some experience moving forward. And I'm looking forward to the next few games, especially on the girls' side, because everybody is pretty much the same. Even though we're 3-0, McNairy and Hardin County probably stick out a little bit more than Chester County and Lexington, but Lexington and Chester County both can play. They're capable of beating us or McNairy Central, and we're going to bring our A game the rest of the way out. I've never seen a district lately, in the last couple of years anyway, so competitive 1 through 4.
Yeah, and the good thing about that is, although we complain about not having that many teams to play during the regular season, when we get to tournament time, we're 2 games away from championship, which is less time on the floor and a better chance of advancing. So that's going to help us some. And now we've seen everybody play. We've been up against everybody we're going to face. That gives us some food to kind of get ready to play them again.
Yep. Yep, should be exciting. Friday night will be another exciting night. Lexington coming to town, and we'll tip it off at 6 p.m.
Well, let's look at the scoring real quick for McNairy tonight. The leading scorer for them was Nate Johnson. He had 16. Andrew Stewart had 14. Tanner Kirk had 12. Jabari Melton had 6. And Jabari Pate had 3. I think that's right. Anyway, for the Tigers, leading scorer was Marlon Yarbrough with 20. He's followed by McGee and Carter Smith with 8 points each. Duke Sample had 7. Tyler Geralds had 6. And Garrett Smith had 3. So that about does it for us tonight. We're going to head home and settle in. Hope we don't freeze to death between now and Friday. You never know what the weatherman's trying to tell us these days. So just stay warm and stay happy, and remember that we'll be here on Friday night to bring you the next game down the road. So for Steve Carnell and my good friend Steve Smith, this is Bill Sharp saying good night, Tiger fans. Have a good one. And that